When I shout, you know it's bound to be a bloodbath. Been with my bros since picking noses like a ruggrass. My mind is open, so I know there's more than one path to the same goal. The sword cannot match the tongue's wrath.
Alright guys, what's going on? My name is Mr. Noir619. You know me. If you don't, now you do. Nice to meet you. You guys know what we're doing today. You can see it. The best COD primes of all time. Stacking up the brackets. Let's see. And this is competitive only. For those who don't know, get your knowledge up. Let's go. Infinite Warfare John. Isn't even the best version of John. MW2 Skies. Ghost Karma versus Cold War Simp. Ugh. Ghost Karma was a top 10 player in the game for sure, but Simp was like a top 3-4 player in Cold War. I think it's got to be Simp. Black Ops 4 Priesta, Black Ops 2 Crim, Black Ops 2 Crim. Black Ops 4 Priesta was really good though. Probably would have beaten some things. Vanguard Dashi, hot take, was actually the MVP for the year. He was a better player than Celium in Vanguard. That being said, Kenny was playing a sub that year, and he was the only person in World War II that felt like they were undeniable, if I'm being honest. I'm trying to think. That was the fluke year at Champs. I really want to go Dashi, but I think SMG is just harder. Ghost Eggs versus Black Ops 2 Eggs? Black Ops 2 Eggs easily. Cold War BZ, World War II Zuma. World War II Zuma underrated, would have made Optic an insane competitor that year. Optic might have won the World Championships if they got Zuma instead of Methods. Shut up, Methods still was an insane player in World War II, but BZ was, and still to my knowledge, to my aspect or thought process, the most important on the FaZe dynasty. Look, Modern Warfare 2 of BZ might be one of the weaker BZs. Wait, no, hold on, I'm getting that messed up. My bad. No, Modern Warfare 2 of BZ was monstrous. What? Took me 5 seconds to realize how fucked up that was. Black Ops 3 Bance, underrated. Hook was a god amongst boys in that game. Only rivaled by very few. AW Formal. Not Formal's peak. Gunless was the top 5 player for a while, but then fell off. I think I gotta go AW Formal. Modern Warfare Priesta? What? Black Ops 4 Kenny. This is actually a good matchup. No bullshit. 5v5 COD. Both of them were playing their sort of flex roles on the team. The fourth, if you think about 1 and 2 being your primary subs, 3 and 4 in 4v4 COD being 3 is your flex, 4 is your AR. But in 5v5 COD it gets pushed back. 3 is probably your flex, and 4 is a flex also, but more so AR. 5 is your main AR. So these guys were probably both. Priesta was probably more of a 3, but ran the AR pretty often in MW, and Kenny was he was also a 3 because they had Sam Octane and Slasher. So really good comparison here. I think I'm going Kenny again, man. AW Scump, Black Ops 3, Apathy, AW Scump. Not a question. Modern Warfare 2, Kismet. See, Kismet wasn't even really like that year. I'm going to be honest. It's definitely better than Awakening. Definitely better than Awakening. But if we're being honest, Kismet was not really insane all year. He just had the most ridiculous champs ever. Especially the grand finals. He was not, how would you say? He wasn't as inevitable as some of these peaks are. I still can't believe they put Awakening in a Primes video. What? Let's see. AW Zuma Black Ops 1 JCap. Zuma's getting hoed here. Zuma's getting hoed here. Advanced Warfare Zuma was ridiculous. Really great. But Black Ops 1 JCap was just like that, man. He was the best player in the game. AW Zuma was not the best sub in the game. Really great though. Really great player. He's just getting hoed by these matchups. Don't match up well. That should need no explanation. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, wow. Black Ops 4 Octane might be the best Octane we've ever seen. Clay was really good in AW. This is tough, man. This is tough. Plus it's 5v5 versus 4v4, and one team actually won the world champs. But the world champs in AW was way earlier in the year. Would I be more scared of facing... This has nothing to do with the argument, but I'd be more scared of facing Black Ops 4 Thieves rather than Denial in AW. Shout out Denial. They never play the players either. Allegedly. Allegedly they don't pay their players. Oh, man. This is the hardest one so far, I think. Bro. Clay's the GOAT, man. Octane's really good too, don't get me wrong. I'm just trying to find any way I can wrap my head around this. Clay wasn't the MVP of that event, was he? Was he the MVP of that event? I know he won champs. It really shouldn't have to go much further than that, but... Plus he went on this ridiculous run with FaZe that year, and the only team that could beat Optic was FaZe after that. Really weird to think about that, too. I think I have to give it to Clay. Oh, man. I think I have to give it to Clay. There was like 3 ARs that year that were important, and Clay was one of them. Oh, man. That hurts. That really hurts. Another tough one, man. People will say that Black Ops, like Parasite, was overrated by history. But I think Black Ops 2 Parasite was actually insane. Arguably not his best COD either. But his career withered after this, which was really weird. Really weird. Oh, man. Cammy was arguably a top 3 player in Cold War. That's tough, man. I think Parasite was really cerebral. But COD was way different back then. I'm going to go Cammy. Just because his prime was better, but it wasn't like... It wasn't as if... wasn't as if I'd take Cammy over Parasite all parts. You know what I mean? Wow. There's no room for error here. Simp played like half the year, man, in Black Ops 4. He was great. He was MVP of champs. I really don't understand. It was so weird. He was really good, but I don't even think he was the best player in Black Ops 4. But he was the MVP of champs, so he's inevitable. Ghost Crim, I think, was so scary. They're gonna riot if I don't put Black Ops 4 Simp. But I don't think it's Black Ops 4 Simp. I think it's Ghost Crim, man. But Simp was playing a sub, I guess. Again, 5v5 versus 4v4. Look, I really want to go Crim, but I'll go Simp. I really wanted to go Crim. What are these? Classic was really good, but neither of these guys. I mean, they were really just grasping for straws. I don't feel good about that. I've been a huge proponent of Classic his entire life, or his entire career, I should say. Both MVP players, submachine gun versus AR. That's tough, man. Shotzi was kind of asked at the beginning of the year, but he also had to like just settle into it a little bit. Man, this is tough. Again, I don't think Celium was even really the MVP of Vanguard. I think it was Dashy, but I'm gonna go Shotzi, I guess. Vanguard Pred, Modern Warfare Ellie. Sorry. Not sorry. Not sorry. Oof. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm just like racing through these. I don't really think some of these are that close. I think TJ Halley was way underrated that year. What? Is it fair that I snub Celium twice? It can't be, right? But it has to be. Get used to it. That's tough. That's tough. I think I have to go Touch. Great player, though. Didn't play the whole year. Got kind of shit on in champs. There's Black Ops 3 John. We knew it was coming. Black Ops 4 Dashy. Modern Warfare 2 Methods. Yeah. Okay, now we've like reseeded, I guess. Was Cold War Simp better than Black Ops 2 Clay? No. These are so hard to compare, man. Cause now I got a bad feeling about that last one. Ugh. This is tough. This is tough. It's not gotten any easier, man. Right now, I'm just kind of going off of just straight up gut feelings. I'm kind of racing through it, but I'm. Oh, man. I mean, it's like MVP versus not the MVP, but MVP of his team. I want to know what Chicago Huntsman versus Empire would have looked like in the finals of champs. Because they would have matched up way better. And they should have beat FaZe twice. And they choked. So I have to go. I think Envoy was ridiculous. But that's not close. Sorry, Octane. I didn't. This is why I should have let. Ghost Crim was way scarier than Black Ops 2 Crim. What? Oh, it's a tough matchup. It's unfortunate for TJ Halley. I have a lot of stock in a BZ, man. I think Black Ops 4 Dashy was something special. Okay. Thank God. I didn't want to get this matchup right away. was close. That's tough too. Teep looks worse as time goes on, not from his own fault, but just because of the way that the game has changed and evolved. It made the idea of a solo OBJ player obsolete in some senses. Oh man, that's tough. It's not peak, it's prime, isn't it? So like Shotzi was better all of Vanguard. He had like one down event. Kismet was pretty decent all year. Or Shotzi, I should say, had like one slump. Whereas Kismet was kind of like, he was obviously better than trash the entire year. And what I mean by that is he was pretty decent all year, but he had standout at the beginning and the end. So I don't feel good about that, but I'm going to do it anyways. Oh, wow, that's a good one. Both. Wasn't John Black Ops 3's MVP of champs as well? So this is actually a fantastic matchup right here. Yet again, done dirty by how COD has evolved over time. I think it makes Hydra look better just because of the crazy plays he's made. But I think if Hydra was playing in Black Ops 3, he would be ridiculous too. Am I going to do it? Am I really going to do it? Who was it? Abizi who won MVP in Cold War of the season, and Simp won MVP of the champs, I think. I think I'm more scared of Shotzi than Modern Warfare. This is like 2 rounds, 2 or 3 rounds too early. I'm sorry. It doesn't even really have to take me that long to think about that. I don't like this. I'm so high on Clay too. I'm trying to be unbiased. That's my problem. I'm trying to be unbiased and really like think about the better prime. But the problem is, are we talking about like, are we talking about the entire season, or are we talking about the peak during the season? Because this peak was unmatched. Like, this peak right here would probably beat this peak. But this season is beating this season all day, every day. So it's really what we define this as, but I'll go with Kismet, I guess. Like, here again, this season beats this season by far, but this peak beats this peak, in my opinion. I'm super high on Black Ops 4 Dashy. I think he was the best player in Black Ops 4. I also think he was the best player in Vanguard. And he didn't... He's very disrespected by time. Let's put it like that. By the community. Here we go. We can get our get back for Clay. I think this is where we can get our get back for Clay. What? Shout out AG. What? I mean, Scump was like the player. It's tough because 2 different roles. Probably Clay was the best player in AW who wasn't on Optic, I would say. I'm trying to think. Who could be there? Maybe Zuma. I'm thinking Clayster was the one person who wasn't on Optic who was the best player in AW. I mean, this is crazy because it's already been kind of played out before us. I think Abizi is just so good. I'm so high on Abizi. That sucks, man. I love Abizi so much, but I can't do it. And again, see, now we get into a different debate in semantics. This solo peak is better. Like, if you think about it, this solo peak is better, but this, including the moment and everything, I thought I heard something, my bad. The moment, the story behind this MW2 Kismet was just superior. So what are we talking about here? Is it because he showed up in the most important moments, and on Champs Sunday, Scump was the only one shooting back? Or do we hold that against Black Ops 4 Dashy? Or because he was just this, like, innovator to some things, and only one other person could be seen who could do these things, like Dashy did in Black Ops 4, and he is almost unanimously known as one of the highest peaks. I voted him out already, Black Ops 4 Simp, but those two were neck and neck, and I'm not mad at Black Ops 4 Simp being considered the best player in Black Ops 4 if you want to. That's fine. But those two were so neck and neck in terms of how they played that game, and just they did things that baffled your mind, especially with a sniper rifle. I think Zim was a little bit more. He had like the flashy plays in terms of getting a lot of kills with the sniper rifle, I remember. But Dashy had the like black scopes and the quick scopes that just they boggled your mind. So they did things in a different way, but they had the same reaction to them. Dashy was also, he was a, what do they call it? He was a Tempest player, and what did Simp run? What did Simp run in Black Ops 4? Did he run the War Machine? No. Did he run the Crash? Not Crash. Yeah, Crash. He didn't run Crash. He wasn't Grapple. That was probably a BZ. Hold on. He did run War Machine. Interesting. He did run War Machine. That's weird. Yeah. Okay, I guess I was kind of right on that. The other thing about War Machine is that it was pretty powerful all year too, so I want to go Dashy. This is another one I'm going to say I want to go Dashy, but I think I will be safe. Easily. Oh, man. Setting myself up for something tough. Scump was the model of consistency, and a lot of people will reference back when they talk about Hydra's MW2 season to AW Scump. I think Scump benefits from the fact that there were so many events. I didn't really think about this before until just now, but I saw the graphic recently where they got like 7th at one event, 2nd at like 3 events, and 1st and something like 10. And you see Scump's numbers are always just consistent in the consistency of the team, other than Champs that year, which was really weird. Was just astronomical. And there were so many events and so many times to be put to the test, and he never failed to deliver, other than Champs. When he did fine, he did okay too. I don't think his numbers were that bad in champs, but like COD almost, it's like different eras. You cannot, it's hard to compare them. Who would I take? I would take AW Scump. But if I'm building my team for a modern COD, I guess I'd take Hydra, I guess. I don't know. It's really not as close as I'm making it sound to be in my head. Like, I'm immediately choosing Scump in my head, but then when you think it out, like, Hydra was so dominant and so consistent and was just a step above pretty much everybody who isn't named Shotzi or Abizi. I think Simp had a pretty big a down year in terms of his standards. I think if we're actually talking about who is the closest to Scump of the modern age, it's Simp. It really is Simp. It's not Pred, though they have similar playstyles. It's not really Hydra, because his movement is like, him and Shotzi are really big. It's not exactly Abizi. It's Simp. I really think it's Simp. I think Simp and Scump are so close in playstyle when it comes to submachine guns. And I've thought that before, and I think Hydra is a good shout, and I think Pred is a good shout. I think they're fair. When we talk about Infinite Warfare formal, we talk about champs. He was great all year, but champs is what we're talking about. When we talk about AW Scump, I'm talking about the whole year, man. Now, this is the thing, again. Are we talking about the one moment? Are we talking about champs here? That one tournament solidified formal as one of the greatest. But then it would change so much about how the rest of this bracket turned out. And I seriously think a sub is harder to play. A sub is harder to be effective with. A sub is harder to be higher KD. It's harder to win consistently and be a top tier for all these years. And we're not talking about all the years, but all these tournaments, and people go up and down. They have slumps. There was no slumps this year. Champs, I get it, was still performing decently well. Highest peak single moment, if you want to put single moment to single moment, Infinite Warfare formal. Okay? Was great all year too. Don't get me wrong. But that's what we're talking about when we think Infinite Warfare formal. We're thinking about the World fucking Championship. When we talk about AW Scump, it's the whole year. I'm sorry. Hot take. Hot take. Hot take. It's Scump. Who has the... Okay. Damn. Damn what? It also depends on who these guys are put up against. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll catch you in the next one. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think down in the comments below about what I said. I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear really what you guys have to say, because some of this is open to interpretation too, and I respect some opinions. I want to hear what you guys have to say. How is Skies this high? Pretty insane. Skies as a champion? What? Some people picked these guys to be like the best of all time, the best peak of all time. Who is glazing? I love Vanguard Dashy. I'm never picking him to be the best peak prime ever. What are these? Okay. Okay, let's talk about ones that, just real quick before I hop off. This should be up there more. This probably should be up there more. This probably should be up there more if any of the other ones are getting picked. This one probably not, but not egregious. This is probably pretty terrible. This one's pretty bad, especially compared to his other one. Understandable. But alright, whatever. This is no. This is probably not. This is insane. This is insane. How do you ever win when you're facing your own teammates? That's ridiculous. I guess you could put this maybe, but probably not. Um, Again, probably not. I, I probably not. This is terrible. This is ridiculous. I think everything else here makes sense. Yeah. All right. Anyways, back to the outro. Hope you guys enjoyed. Oops. Yeah. Okay. So we're still okay. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you did in the comments below. Let me know what you think about my list. Tell me what I got wrong. Tell me what I got right. Let me know what you would have put. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, guys.